They're in the gate. Away and running at the fairgrounds. And Mardi Gras Gormley broke sharp, quickly headed off by Grace Leads Us Home, who's tackled by Pineapple Alley, who's going for an early bid as they go up the back of the track. Boston Millie in the purple cap is close, along with Candy's Pride, who's showing that positional pace to lie just off the battle. Pineapple Alley head-to-head with Grace Leads Us Home. Candy's Pride is a close third going past the half mile. Boston Millie in fourth. Honeysuckle Delight's a wide fifth. Then toward the inside is Miley Star in sixth. From Classic Magnolia seventh at the 3.5. Then comes Conservative Values posted wide from Drusilla and beaten for pace. Mardi Gras Gormley trails. The maiden 3-year-old filly sprint here in the Saturday opener. The quarter was 22.41 seconds. These battling leaders coming toward the quarter pole, where Grace Leads Us Home just has the edge over Pineapple Alley as they straighten for the quarter pole, with Boston Millie looking to pick them up. Honeysuckle Delight straightened away a wide fourth. They're in the final furlong and a half. It's Grace Leads Us Home. Grace Leads Us Home with Renee Diaz on debut. Grace Leads Us Home, leads by better than two from Pineapple Alley, who tries to fight on from Boston Millie. Then Honeysuckle Delight, Miley Star with a belated bid toward the inside. But she's raced away, the Congrats filly. Grace Leads Us Home debuts on top by 7. Pineapple Alley was second. Miley Star gained third. Boston Millie, Honeysuckle Delight, Candy's Pride after that. And the rough. Fully Connected broke sharp. Maasai Warrior. There's Bon Bueno, who ranges up, and Gunfighter. From the rail as they head toward the clubhouse turn with Joel Rosario. It's Fully Connected, who's in front here with 7 furlongs to run. Leads Maasai Warrior by 2. Gunfighter holds the rail. Bon Bueno is in fourth as these maiden 3-year-olds go to the back of the track. Half Moon in fifth. One More Baby in the Red Silks is next, followed by Art Heist, taken back there by Brian Hernandez Jr., settled second to last. Art Heist, and following Downtown Connector, has dropped back to last. The opening quarter in 24.03 seconds. Fully Connected is the pace of the race. It's Fully Connected who dictates terms to a tracking Maasai Warrior. Gunfighter ground saving third. 3/4 length down to Bon Bueno in the black and gold chevrons in fourth, just outside the half-mile pole. Half Moon is joined by Art Heist, who's looking to make progress toward the inside. Art Heist brown with the white dots. One More Baby is wide second to last, and the trailer remains Downtown Connector. Half mile for frontrunner Fully Connected in 48.37 seconds. This is 3 furlongs from home. It's Fully Connected, who's just the leader, as Colby Hernandez sends Maasai Warrior up for a bid. Maasai Warrior and Fully Connected as they come toward the top of the stretch. Gunfighter, and on the outside, Bon Bueno. Art Heist is on the far outside. They've straightened up after 3/4 in 1 minute 13.07 seconds. Maasai Warrior took the lead. Fully Connected drops back. On the outside is Bon Bueno, who's charging hard. And toward the inside, Gunfighter is in for the battle too. As they come past the 16th, it's at the rail, Gunfighter, who's come through for Florent Giroux. Gunfighter takes the lead and beats Maasai Warrior by 3/4 of a length. Bon Bueno third and Art Heist finish fourth. They're in the gate. They're off. Stellar Tap with Underhill's Tab. Toward the inside is Pioneer of Medina, who bobbled a bit coming out to the gate, and St. Andrews in the White Silks holds the rail as they enter the clubhouse turn. It's St. Andrews vying for the front with Pioneer of Medina. Toward the inside is Stellar Tap, the race favorite, joined by Underhill's Tab. In the orange cap, the leading quartet as they go to the back of the track. Kevin's Folly is fifth upon settling by 3. Becomes Achilles Heel, who's running second to last. And Defensible has dropped back to 7th. The quarter was 24.25 seconds. Now they're at the 5.5. And toward the inside, it's Pioneer of Medina, who leads by 3/4 of length to Underhill's Tab, who's second close up. St. Andrews a ground saving third. Joel Rosario and Stellar Tap fourth on the outside, as Pioneer of Medina continues out in front there for Florent. Then on the far outside is Kevin's Folly in 5th. Achilles Heel is 7 lengths off these leaders, and still a big gap back there to Indefensible, who's 7th and a long-looking last. The half mile for Pioneer of Medina in 48.58 seconds, 3 furlongs from home. It's Pioneer of Medina, who leads 3/4 length as Colby Hernandez wants Underhill's Tab to pick up the leader, and Kevin's Folly unwinds on the far outside for James Graham as they close ranks at the quarter pole. Toward the inside is St. Andrews, and moving up between horses, Stellar Tap. These three-year-olds have straightened. 3/4 in 1 minute 13.50 seconds. Kevin's Folly looks to reel in Pioneer of Medina. 1 furlong to go. Pioneer of Medina, dead game. Pioneer of Medina. Kevin's Folly battles hard. St. Andrews and Stellar Tap needs to lift with yards to go. It's Pioneer of Medina. Pioneer of Medina for Ferociously. Pioneer of Medina has won it by 2 from Kevin's Folly second, Stellar Tap third, and St. Andrews finished fourth. They're in the gate. They're off. Stellar Tap with Underhill's Tab. Toward the inside is Pioneer of Medina, who bobbled a bit coming out to the gate, and St. Andrews in the White Silks holds the rail as they enter the clubhouse turn. It's St. Andrews vying for the front with Pioneer of Medina. Toward the inside is Stellar Tap, the race favorite, joined by Underhill's Tab. In the orange cap, the leading quartet. As they go to the back of the track, Kevin's Folly is fifth upon settling by 3. Becomes Achilles' Heel, who's running second to last. And Defensible has dropped back to 7th. The quarter was 24.25 seconds. Now they're at the 5.5. And toward the inside, it's Pioneer of Medina, who leads by 3/4 a length to Underhill's Tab, who's second close up. St. Andrews a ground-saving third. Joel Rosario and Stellar Tap fourth on the outside, as Pioneer of Medina continues out in front there for Florent. Then on the far outside is Kevin's Folly in 5th. Achilles' Heel is 7 lengths off these leaders, and still a big gap back there to Indefensible, who's 7th and a long-looking last. The half mile for Pioneer of Medina in 48.58 seconds, 3 furlongs from home. It's Pioneer of Medina, who leads 3/4 length as Colby Hernandez wants Underhill's Tab to pick up the leader, and Kevin's Folly unwinds on the far outside for James Graham as they close ranks at the quarter pole. Toward the inside is St. Andrews, and moving up between horses, Stellar Tap. These three-year-olds have straightened. 3/4 in 1 minute 13.50 seconds. Kevin's Folly looks to reel in Pioneer of Medina. 1 furlong to go. Pioneer of Medina, dead game. Pioneer of Medina. Kevin's Folly battles hard. St. Andrews and Stellar Tap needs to lift with yards to go. It's Pioneer of Medina. Pioneer of Medina for Ferociously. Pioneer of Medina has won it by 2 from Kevin's Folly second, Stellar Tap third, and St. Andrews finished fourth. Stoles and Turf Course rated good. They're in the gate. And they're off. Nice line out. Call Me Plucky. Koufax flashing that speed toward the inside. Arabian Prince is also vying for the front with sharpened up end. Wing Commander, another that's front rank as they come past us. It's Koufax, and near the rail is Arabian Prince as they head toward the clubhouse turn. Wing Commander is right there too. Call Me Plucky in 4th, sharpened up in 5th. New Year's Surprise is gaining from 6th as Koufax now leads out. It comes Takafumi from American Diamond toward the rail, picking roses. We trail back then to Evie's Prince with Nathan Detroit running second to last, and Winworthy is last of the dozen at the 5.5. For Brian Hernandez Jr., it's Koufax's lead. The quarter in 23.35 seconds. Koufax out in front. Laser tracking Wing Commander. With Arabian Prince biding time in 3rd against the rail. Call Me Plucky 4th. New Year's Surprise is wide. Royal Blue with the red halves. Then comes Sharpened Up, who's midfield with Takafumi a half mile from home. Picking roses from American Diamond. Then come the teammates. Winworthy making ground. Whitecap with the rail. Evie's Prince is now running 11th, and Nathan Detroit is 12th. The half mile in 48.35 seconds. They turn again. It's Koufax to reel in. So Koufax is still there. Challenges now. New Year's Surprise with Call Me Plucky between horses. Takafumi's gaining up into 4th. Arabian Prince straightens away in 5th. Sharpened Up, coupled with Picking Roses fanned wide. Then toward the inside is Wing Commander from Winworthy. Evie's Prince and Nathan Detroit was last as they straightened. 3/4 in 1 minute 12.85 seconds. It's Call Me Plucky narrowly. Koufax, Arabian Prince, Winworthy up the rail. Far outside is looking to gain ground. Here comes American Diamond. Deeper out is Picking Roses. They're racing up toward the line. And here's Takafumi. Takafumi and Arabian Prince. It's Takafumi for Orlando Mexica. Takafumi takes it from Arabian Prince. Winworthy was next across with American Diamond. Picking Roses, Call Me Plucky, along with Evie's Prince. Among those next to finish there were a New Year's Surprise, along with a Sharpened Up. And they're off. 'Tis a Thee broke sharp Afternoon Oneho takes back with the rail. Mazuma's there along with Faith Runner. Here comes Mr. Cunningham with an early move, and right with that is More Than Work in the burgundy with the gold epaulets as they charge into the clubhouse turn here at the fairgrounds. It's Tis of Thee, Faith Runner, and on the outside, Mr. Cunningham is wide. Mazuma nicely up the inside for Joel Rosario, along with More Than Work in his leading quintet as these maiden three-year-olds go to the back of the course. And then comes Hog Slayers R.I.P. in the Royal Blue next at the 5.5. From the inside, taken back now is a Faith Runner, passed out wide by, looking to gain ground, is Warrior Johnny with in between horses. Napa Valley, then comes Shoot the Messenger. We trail back to the newcomer co-conspirator with Afternoon Anejo seeking splendor. And Words of Wisdom is the last of the 14, the first two of 8 furlongs in 23.38 seconds. They went past the half mile in 48.50. So they enter the far turn. Mazuma challenges up the inside. Tis of Thee with 3 furlongs to go. Then Baj is running in third position. From at the inside, More Than Work in fourth. Mr. Cunningham is being driven in fifth. Hog Slayers R.I.P. is sixth. Then comes on the outside, Warrior Johnny in seventh as they straighten for the quarter pole. Faith Runner toward the inside is next from Napa Valley. As they come for home, we trail back to co-conspirator, Shoot the Messenger, Words of Wisdom. As they come down toward the final furlong, Afternoon Oneho and Seeking Splendor. 3/4, 1 minute 13.33 seconds. It's Mazuma, Tis of Thee battles, More Than Work, and Hog Slayers R.I.P. is looking for room. They race up toward the line. It's Tis of Thee. Hog Slayers R.I.P. gets through Mazuma and More Than Work. Photo finish. Noses on the line. Tis of Thee. More Than Work dived at the finish too, with Hog Slayers R.I.P. who made a late split, and Mazuma was close. Ready. The Roffin sprinting. Mercy Warren was slow to go. Ella the Ball broke sharp. Ari Oakley in the gold cap up there on the far outside. And there goes Rather Be Lucky, showing good debut speed from the rail draw for Colby Hernandez. Rather Be Lucky dashed to the front from tracking Ari Oakley, Ella the Ball, with Hazy Command in fourth off of Philly's heels, joined out wide by Lady Arsenault going past the half mile. Then to the inside is Chrome Racer with that cherry red cap. Super Fire, gold cap and sleeves. Classy Miss is running second to last. And as they round the far turn, Mercy Warren trails. The opening quarter was 22.17 seconds at the 3 furlong pole. It's Rather Be Lucky who's out in front. The Into Mischief filly leads on debut from Ari Oakley. Ella the Ball end on the outside is Hazy Command as these maiden 3-year-old fillies straighten for the quarter pole. Chrome Racer's fifth. From Classy Miss in sixth, we trail back to Super Fire, Mercy Warren, and Lady Arsenault. Half mile, 46.11 seconds. They're in the final furlong and a half against the rail. Rather Be Lucky, holding on to this lead, charging on the outside. Here comes Hazy Command with her bid. Ella the Ball, and at the inside is Ari Oakley, who's now fourth. Chrome Racer's fifth. Toward the inside, Rather Be Lucky. Hazy Command on the outside. Photo finish. Hazy Command on the wire with Rather Be Lucky. Close. Photo. Ella the Ball. Finished third. They're all in line. They're off. Racing in the Duncan F. Kenner Stakes. Mr. Hustle broke sharp. Classy John Speed. And there's Just Might now, who rockets out toward the lead for Colby Hernandez. And toward the inside, right there, is Sir Alfred James looking to drive through. And the orange cap of Cowan. And Sir Alfred James really took back off of heels and dropped back sharply. Did Sir Alfred James. It's Just Might. So Just Might leads as they enter the far turn from Mr. Hustle, Cowan, Classy John. Maniwa is running in fifth and 7 lengths off the front runner, Just Might, who leads with inside 3 furlongs to go. Vigria's Strike Me Down. We trail back then to Sir Alfred James, who tries to get back on course. And the trailer is Frosted Grace. At the quarter pole, first couple of furlongs was 22.52 seconds. It's Just Might. Cowan toward the inside. Mr. Hustle, Classy John, Maniwa. Strike Me Down. Frosted Grace and Sir Alfred James being outpaced late. It's Just Might for Colby Hernandez. Just Might is clear by 3 from Cowan. Mr. Hustle, Strike Me Down, but here's Just Might. And Just Might sprints to 3 Fairground Stakes win in a row. It's Just Might who won by 3.5 from Cowan. Strike Me Down was third. Then Mr. Hustle, Maniwa, Classy John, Frosted Grace. And after taking back sharply at and they're off. And Vintage Vinyl was quick into stride. Planters Punch flashing speed toward the inside of the newcomer Vinco. Right there between horses Ferociously along with Smarty John and Bosses Dialing In. Vinco got shuffled back at the inside, and Vinco is now racing a joint last. It's Vintage Vinyl and Ferociously in the white silks. Planters Punch, Smarty John, Bosses Dialing In, fifth tight at the rail as they head toward the far turn. Gano settled along, some 7 lengths off the front at the 3.5. Then wide, I'm Your Captain from Blue Bonsai, and Vinco has dropped back to last. Quarter at 22.15 seconds, midpoint on the turn. Ferociously to take on Vintage Vinyl with Planters Punch right there. Third on the far outside. Smarty John, Bosses Dialing In. Wide as they come for home is Gano. I'm Your Captain, Blue Bonsai, and Vinco is last. As these maiden 3-year-olds turn for home, half mile in 46.17 seconds. Ferociously up to take the lead, 1 furlong to go from a battling Vintage Vinyl. It's Ferociously who just has the edge. Vintage Vinyl, Bosses Dialing In is charging hard. Then on the far outside is Gano. They're close to home. Toward the inside, Vinco with Joel Rosario. It's Ferociously first. Vinco came from last to second. From at the inside, Vintage Vinyl, then Bosses Dialing In, and Gano next. They're in the gate. They're off in the Marie G. Krantz Memorial Stakes, and Adelaide Miss bobbled at the start. A sweet break for Lovely Ride. So here's Lovely Ride with right there Adelaide Miss. An early challenge for Lovely Ride as they head toward the clubhouse turn. Abscond on the rail. Taken back, out of sorts between horses as Janelle Monet strides up and gets position as they enter the clubhouse turn. It's Adelaide Miss. Adelaide Miss out to the front here for Colby Hernandez. Leads them to the back of the course from Lovely Ride. Janelle Monet is a settled third. Princess Theorem in the silver silks with, at the inside, saving ground is Abscond at the 5.5 with Out of Sorts held up in between horses. And then we trail back to Past the Plate, the opening quarter in 23.79 seconds. It's Adelaide Miss. So Adelaide Miss generates the pace. Adelaide Miss leads. Lovely Ride by 4, heading toward the half-mile pole with Janelle Monet. Third on the outside for Joel Rosario. Then farther out is Princess Theorem in 4th. From the inside, Abscond in 5th. Out of Sorts is 6th. And Past the Plate is last. Half mile for the front runner. Adelaide Miss in 48.52 seconds. Inside 3 furlongs to go. It's Adelaide Miss as Lovely Ride looks to bridge the gap. Adelaide Miss leads. Lovely Ride for home. Janelle Monet needs to pick up. Abscond against the rail there for Adam Beschizza. Past the Plate unwinds on the far outside. Princess Theorem and Out of Sorts. 3/4, 1 minute 13.16 seconds. It's still Adelaide Miss. Here's Lovely Ride charging hard. And Past the Plate is rattling home on the far outside. They come past the 16th. It's Past the Plate. Lovely Ride. They battle hard for this down toward the line. Lovely Ride and Past the Plate on the outside. Past the Plate. Past the Plate at the finish in the Marie G. Krantz Memorial. Past the Plate and Lovely Ride in a photo in the stakes. Fairground starter Jeremy Bourgeois looks across the line. They're in the gate. They're off in the Silver Bullet Day Stakes. And there's La Crête going out toward the front. Fanny and Freddie has the rail as they head toward the clubhouse turn. It's La Crête, and at the inside, Fanny and Freddie in the pursuer's role with 7 furlongs to go. Nearest the inside is Bernard Breezy in the red cap, who's joined by the Tappet filly Sweet as Pie, who's racing a joint third as these 3-year-old fillies go to the back of the track. And then on the outside comes Candy Raid, who's running second to last, and Miss Trimita has dropped back to 6th. The opening quarter as they go up the back of the track in 24.50 seconds with Joel Rosario. It's La Crête. So La Crête leads the sextet as they head toward the half-mile pole, leads by a length and a half to Fanny and Freddie, who's running second by 4. And then Sweet as Pie, Bernard Breezy against the rail, with Candy Raid still in 5th, and at long odds, Miss Trimita remains last of the 6. It's La Crête, 3/4 length to Fanny and Freddie, who's been close up for Colby Hernandez. A half-mile for La Crête in 48.79 seconds. They round the far turn. La Crête with on the outside. Right there on the outside as they come toward the quarter pole, Fanny and Freddie. Fanny and Freddie now to take on La Crête. as they come toward the top of the stretch. Then Sweet as Pie being asked to gain. Burner Breezy, Candy Raid, and Miss Tremita is last as these fillies straighten past the quarter pole. It's Fanny and Freddie, and Fanny and Freddie has wrested a short lead from La Crête with a furlong and a half to go. Then toward the inside is Burner Breezy, who's charging hard. Sweet as Pie, Candy Raid, and Miss Tremita. They come past the 16th. It's a short lead for Fanny and Freddie from La Crête, who fights all the way down toward the line. La Crette's come back. Back in front is La Crête. La Crête beats Fanny and Freddie in the Silver Bullet Day Stakes. Burner Breezy, Candy Raid, Miss Tremita, and Sweet as Pie. La Crête at even money takes out the Silver Bullet Day. All set. And they're off. In the Colonel E.R. Bradley Stakes of 2022, 2 Emmys broke sharp. Excess Magic flashing that speed, and Halo again holds the rail. And here's 40 Under, who strides up on the outside to join these leaders as they make their way toward the clubhouse turn. It's 2 Emmys out in front for James Graham, a Grade 1 leader. It's 2 Emmys who leads out to the stretch from 40 Under, who gets position at the turn. Then Cavalry Charge in between horses. Halo again holds the rail, and 3 wide is Dynamite as these leaders go to the back of the course. Own Agenda against the rail, and Excess Magic, the Woodchopper Stakes winner, in between horses. Then comes Bodie Cream, Lucky Curlin, and the Hot Pink is settled, and late running Monarch's Glen has dropped back to be 10th and last. 23.73 seconds for the lead part, and they're aiming for 2 Emmys. So 2 Emmys allowed to dictate terms to 40 Under. Cavalry Charge starts to move now for the run toward the half-mile pole. Halo again is 4th, Excess Magic in 5th, and in traffic there, Excess Magic. Followed toward the inside by Own Agenda, as 2 Emmys leads them to the far side of the fairgrounds course. Dynamite wide both turns. Lucky Curlin, we come back to Bodie Cream, and Monarch's Glen remains last. The front runners, 2 Emmys, half mile in 48.63 seconds. It's 2 Emmys lead, coming toward the top of the stretch, as Metro Moral keeps 40 Under close. 2 Emmys leads at the quarter pole. 2 Emmys from 40 Under. Halo again now switched out for Joel Rosario. Cavalry Charge, Own Agenda, Dynamite. Monarch's Glen charging hard on the far outside. In the meantime, it's still 2 Emmys, 1 furlong to go. 2 Emmys looking to finish them off. 40 Under's game, and here's Halo again, who's charging hard on the outside. They're close to home. Halo again. Between horses, 40 Under is on the bob. Photo finish, 2 Emmys was 3rd. 40 Under gamely, and right there on the outside was Halo again. Photo finish, and the Colonel E.R. Bradley. They're off in the Louisiana Stakes, where Mandaloon and Midnight Bourbon broke together. Right there on the outside is Pirate's Punch, and Sprawl is also close up as they head into the clubhouse turn, where Midnight Bourbon has taken the early lead here for Joel Rosario in front of Sprawl. Mandaloon, green with a pink sash, is right there toward the inside, and they have 7 furlongs to run. Midnight Bourbon is the overall leader. Pirate's Punch is in 4th. As they go to the back of this historic New Orleans track, the trailers are at the inside. Warrant and Spa City has dropped back to 6th and last. The opening quarter for Midnight Bourbon. 24.39 seconds. Midnight Bourbon dictates the stakes. Leads Sprawl, who's now gained 2nd, as LeBron Drew has Mandaloon 3rd at the rail, and they have just inside 5 furlongs to run. Pirate's Punch is next in 4th. With toward the inside, Warrant in 5th, and Spa City trails. It's 10 lengths from leader to last. And Midnight Bourbon takes them to a half mile from home. The half mile for Midnight Bourbon in 48.25 seconds at the 3.5, as Mandaloon tracks Midnight Bourbon as they round the far turn, with Sprawl in 3rd. A break of 5 more to Warrant in 4th. Pirate's Punch is dropped back in Spa City as these leaders come toward the top of the stretch. It's Midnight Bourbon as Mandaloon is poised on the outside as they come past the quarter pole. 3/4 in 1 minute 12.23 seconds. Mandaloon and Midnight Bourbon as the Millionaires match strides with 1 furlong to go here at the fairgrounds. And Mandaloon has a slight lead from a battling Midnight Bourbon. Then toward the inside is Warrant in 3rd. Sprawl is 4th. Mandaloon and Midnight Bourbon battle to the line. Mandaloon in the Louisiana Stakes over Midnight Bourbon by 3/4 of a length. Warrant was 3rd. Spa City, Sprawl, and Pirate's Punch was last of the sextet. And they're off in the LeComp Stakes of 2022, and Surfer Dudes brings right into action. Charging on the outside is Blue Kentucky, and Epicenter is right there in between horses as they charge into the clubhouse turn. Surfer Dude against the rail. Epicenter's pressing forward, and Blue Kentucky's caught 3 wide. Trafalgar is in 4th upon settling, just inside 7 furlongs to run. Joe Bravo and Papa Cap in the green cap with the rail. Cyberknife is 3 wide as they go to the back of the track, and then comes a settled Unified Report. Call Me Midnight is running second to last, and Presidential trails in 9th. The opening quarter in 23.40 seconds with Joel Rosario. Epicenter has the speed to lead. It's Epicenter, tracked by Surfer Dude, and Blue Kentucky is posted wide. Papa Cap making progress toward the rail. Trafalgar is in 5th as they head toward the half mile, and Cyberknife is 6th on the far outside, some 5 lengths off the leader as they go toward the far turn. Epicenter continues out in front, then Unified Report. Call Me Midnight leads 1. That's Presidential, who remains last. The half mile for Epicenter, 47.01 seconds. It's Epicenter's lead at the 2.5 from Surfer Dude. Toward the inside, here's Papa Cap, and Papa Cap now starts a bid. Blue Kentucky is wide. Trafalgar, Call Me Midnight, Unified Report, Presidential last. They're into the stretch. 3/4 in 1 minute 12.16 seconds. They're coming down toward the final furlong in the Lecomte, and it's Epicenter, tackled up the inside by Trafalgar as they come in. Papa Cap is toward the inside. Trafalgar's now 3rd. Late bid by Call Me Midnight, who's charging hard on the outside. It's Epicenter, Papa Cap the rail, and here's Call Me Midnight on the outside. Photo finish in the Lecomte. Call Me Midnight with a rally hits it with Epicenter. Papa Cap finished 3rd.